Ever felt frustrated being told PMS, heavy bleeding, and cramping are just normal parts of life? You are not alone. I loathed my monthly cycle for decades. That all changed when I earned 3 health coaching certifications discovering something incredible. Your period is vital. It is an outward sign of your inner health, and it holds the key to unlocking your full potential. I've been there battling heavy, painful periods, and I turn them into cycles with minimal PMS and cramping. Today, I'm on a mission to share that information with you. Pour a cup of your favorite drink, get comfy, and grab your headphones as we embark on a candid and empowering journey of self-discovery. Together, we'll demystify menstrual cycles, explore cyclical living, delve into natural birth control, and guide parents through those crucial period talks with tweens and teens. It's time to break the taboo around menstruation and embrace the wisdom it holds. I'm your host, Heather Allmendinger, and this is the Embracing Flow podcast.
Hello, and thank you for joining me today on Embracing Flow. I'm Heather Allmendinger, Queen of Flow, and your guide for understanding our body's rhythms, hormones, and what our cycles are trying to tell us. Today's episode is all about how stress doesn't just live in your mind. It lives in your body, your hormones, and your cycle. If you've ever felt wired yet tired, noticed your period late or heavy, or found yourself slogging through the busy season and wondering why your energy just doesn't show up, this episode is for you. So grab your cup of calm and let's dive in. Imagine you've got a full schedule, a major deadline at work, family commitments, maybe a teen daughter who needs your time, and you're trying to make it to the gym, keep up with a healthy eating, get enough sleep, but something's off. Your period showed up earlier than usual. Maybe your mood swings feel more volatile. Maybe you woke up exhausted, even though you went to bed on time. Your mind may say, it's just stress. I'll get through it. But your body is already sending signals, whispering rather than shouting, but signals nonetheless. Here's the facts. Stress, whether emotional, physical, or nutritional, activates your body's stress system, the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal or HPA axis. The stress hormone cortisol gets released. When it stays elevated or when the rhythm is disrupted, your reproductive hormones of estrogen, progesterone, luteinizing hormone, follicular stimulating hormone feel it too. For example, studies and board-certified doctors share that stress can cause an increase in endorphins and cortisol secretions that interrupts hormone production. So even though your mind is coping, your hormones are rewriting the script. Let's look at some research because I believe you deserve some clarity here. One meta-analysis found that cortisol levels were significantly higher in the follicular phase compared to the luteal phase of the menstrual cycle. This shows how cortisol and cycle phases are connected. Another review shows chronic stress is linked to ovulatory dysfunction through disruptions in the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal HPG axis. Here's a practical example. Women under chronic stress may experience delayed ovulation or shorter luteal phases, which means the cycle length changes. PMS may be worsened, or periods may become unpredictable. These changes aren't just in your head, they're in your body's rhythm. So when you're here, your period is your body's 5th vital sign. It's not marketing. It is absolute science. When your cycle shifts, your endocrine system is signaling something is atypical. Let's get real and talk about what this looks like in real life, especially for those between the 35 and 45 years of age range, managing those careers, families, and trying to stay healthy. Here are some common complaints that I hear. I used to have regular periods, but now I skip days or it shows up early. I feel exhausted even after a full night's sleep, and then I'm cranky or tearful for no obvious reason. I'm trying to train, but instead of gains, I get tired more easily, my cycle gets wonky, or I just can't lose the weight and I'm doing everything right. My daughter is starting her period and I realize how much I didn't know. I want her to know better. If you've said or thought any of these, you're not alone and you're not failing. Your body is responding to stress and shifting hormone rhythms. Here's how that works. When cortisol is elevated, the brain says safety mode. Reproduction is a lower priority. That means the hypothalamus delays releasing GnRH, or the gonadotropin releasing hormone, which means that LH and FSH gets delayed, ovulation gets delayed, or the cycle shortens or lengthens. I know that's a lot, but in simple terms, when life feels full, your body may respond by shifting your cycle, your mood, your energy, not because something is wrong, but because your system is reallocating resources to live in a high-stress state. Okay, so you've heard the science and the symptoms. Now what do we do? Here are 5 practical steps to support your body, your hormones, and your cycle. Mindful awareness. Pause and ask yourself, what's my body telling me? Maybe it's craving more rest. Maybe it's showing up with more irritability or PMS. Support your cortisol rhythm. Prioritize sleep. Aims for 7 to 9 hours consistently on your times. Engage in movement that refreshes rather than exhausts. Walking, light weight training, restorative yoga, rather than heavy cardio training when you're stressed. Monitor caffeine, alcohol, sugar, and late-night stress triggers. Prioritize nutrition and energy balance. Ensure you are eating enough, not skipping meals, reducing drastic deficits, especially important for women in midlife and high stress, because low energy equals high stress signal. Track your cycle and reflection. Use a simple app or journal. Note when your cycle dips or energy dips, your mood changes, your cycle shifts. That data is your body's communication. For example, one study found exercise induced higher cortisol levels during the follicular phase versus the luteal phase. So that means that higher cortisol levels were found in the beginning, right after menstruation, than in the luteal phase, which is right after ovulation. Focus on recovery and recalibration. Schedule those short reset blocks of time throughout your day, 15 minutes of gentle, leisurely walking, meditation, or sitting in nature. Recognize that slowing down isn't failure. It's part of the rhythm. Your body may need a purposeful pause to restore rather than push harder. And here's something powerful. When you apply these during busy seasons, like major work deadlines, holidays, motherhood milestones, career transitions, you're not simply maintaining, you're aligning with your body's wisdom. As you listen, I want you to think about the next generation, your daughters, nieces, younger colleagues, the girls you mentor. When your cycle is understood, not just for fertility, but as a marker of health, you pass that gift forward. You model that cycles matter, your energy matters, and your rest matters. One of the strongest priorities of my Embracing Flow message is teaching that changes in cycles are not shame, but signals. Help a daughter see her flow. Help a woman in perimenopause know she's valid. Because when we normalize that the body speaks through cycles, we embrace our power. That's how we shift culture, conversations, and overall women's wellness. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, your body keeps the score of your life's rhythms: stress, rest, work, and play. But your hormones are not a mystery. They are messages. This week, I invite you to listen, pause, reflect, and support your body. And if this episode resonated, please share it with a woman you care about, be it your daughter, your friend, your colleague. Tune into Embracing Flow wherever you get your podcasts. If you're not already subscribed, hit that button. And when you're ready, visit my website for more resources and connection. I'm Heather Allmendinger, Queen of Flow, reminding you in every phase, embrace it, love it, crown it, be Vivydus. Talk to you soon. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow the show, submit a rating and review, and share it with your friends. Visit my website, embracingflowpodcast.com, to receive your free guide on 4 ways to decrease PMS. The link is in the show notes. Information shared on the Embracing Flow podcast is for educational purposes only. It does not constitute medical advice. Until next time, love hard, laugh often, And always be Vivydus.